Welcome to World Buzz Bulletin. In a harrowing account that has come to symbolize the human cost of the current uprising, a grieving husband has described the agonizing moment he was forced to carry his wife's lifeless body for over 90 minutes through the streets of Tehran. Speaking to international reporters, the man recounted how his wife was fatally wounded during a sudden surge of security forces into a peaceful demonstration. With ambulances reportedly blocked by police cordons and no transport available, he carried her through back alleys to avoid further confrontation, eventually reaching a safe house where others were tending to the wounded. The testimony is part of a growing collection of stories emerging from the front lines of the protests, where the death toll is now reported to have exceeded 2,000. Many families describe similar scenes of chaos, where the fear of the disappearance of bodies by state authorities has led protesters to take extraordinary risks to retrieve their loved ones from the streets. These accounts suggest that the crackdown has entered a particularly brutal phase, with little distinction being made between active agitators and those caught in the crossfire. The emerging testimonies have highlighted several critical aspects of the violence. The medical blockade. Multiple witnesses have corroborated reports that hospitals are being monitored by plainclothes officers, leading many injured protesters to avoid formal medical care for fear of arrest, often with fatal consequences. The targeting of families. There are increasing reports of families being pressured to sign documents claiming their relatives died of natural causes in exchange for the return of their bodies for burial. The 90-minute vigil. The story of the man carrying his wife has become a rallying cry for the opposition, illustrating the total breakdown of public services and the resilience of those demanding change. The international community has reacted with horror to these personal accounts, with several nations calling for an emergency session of the Human Rights Council. As the stories of those killed continue to filter out despite the ongoing internet blackout, the psychological wall of fear the state intended to build appears to be crumbling. For the man who carried his wife through the cold streets of Tehran, the pain of his loss is now shared by millions who see in his story the collective tragedy of a nation in turmoil. Thank you for watching World Buzz Bulletin.